Hey guys, welcome back. So, Sony press conference has just ended. It is now 4 in the morning and I'm knackered. I've got a lot to go through. My God, that was one hell of a press conference. Very, very impressive, I've got to say, right off the bat. I've got literally about 3 pages worth of notes. There's just stacks. So we'll just get straight to it. Basically, first things first, they announced PS Vita games that are coming out. Didn't really show any content, it's more just about telling you what games are coming. Batman Arkham Origins, I believe it was that one, is coming to PS Vita. There's a game called Counter Spy, there is a Destiny of Spirits, there's a Doki Doki game coming out, but I didn't get a chance to write the whole title down because it was just reading the games off. The new Killzone's coming out, there's a game called Tearaway, there's God of War HD 1 and 2, there's Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2, there is Flower, Dead Nation, and also the next episode of The Walking Dead from Telltale is also coming to PS Vita. They then went on to PS3 games, so all the obvious stuff. There's The Last of Us, there's Puppeteer, there's that game called Rain, which is a bit weird looking, but I don't know if that's an indie game, I'm not sure. There's Beyond Two Souls, which is one that I'm really looking forward to, and I've got it on pre-order. I cannot wait for that game. Love Quantic Dream. Gran Turismo 6, Batman Arkham Origins, so they've also got Grand Theft Auto 5's got a special bundle which comes with a headset. Didn't really see the point because me personally, I use surround sound. I don't mess about with headsets. But if you haven't got that option and you play with headphones, it might be an option. I don't know. So that was that. Bang on to PS4. Right. So PS4 comes out. They showed a new console. I've put on my notes. Small and sexy. Basically, the thing I thought was a bit odd was that it was half matte and half gloss, so it did look similar to the Xbox One. However, it's a shitload smaller. I mean, I don't know how the dimensions are of the actual system, what the size is, but I was really impressed with how small the system is, considering it's the first version of that console. I mean, usually, as you know, they're usually quite large when they first come out and they downscale and make slim versions. To make a slim version of this, it's going to be tiny. I was really impressed. It's a beautiful piece of kit. Really nice lines, lovely curves, and when it stands up, it's got a really lovely curve to the top of it. It looks a really, really nice piece of kit, and I'm really impressed with what they've done there. Yes, I'm very happy with that. Then they talked briefly about their entertainment, and obviously being Sony, they was talking about movies and music, etc. Their unlimited video, unlimited, and music unlimited will be available from day one. They also have Redbox via Verizon, which is for the Americans, and they also have something called Flixster. So if you know what that is all about, then great, you've got that option as well. Shuhei Yoshida came out after that, and he said there are. Oh God, I'm got so overwhelmed with the information at the moment. But Shuhei said they've got 30 titles in development for PS4 at present, 20 of which will be released in the first year. Brilliant. That's great news. Then showed a trailer for a brand new IP called The Order, which it was a CG trailer, and it looked to be something. It looked to be set in England, but I'm not sure if it was sort of like Jack the Ripper, like that kind of 1800s. I think that's right. Like 19th century, yeah. It looked really cool, man. It's like classic old English setting with characters with modern futuristic weaponry. They got trains and they've got airships and they've got these weird alien looking dudes who look like the fish heads from Falling Skies, which was a bit weird. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I want to see some gameplay of that. There was several characters, so I don't know if it's going to be squad based or how it's going to work, but yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing more about that in the future. It looks really cool. Then they did a quick overview of 4 titles, which were Killzone, which I've forgotten the bloody name of it. I've got it written down here and I've put it in shorthand. And, oh God, whatever the new Killzone's called, I've forgotten the bloody subtitle of it. Drive Club, Infamous, and Knack. They said that apparently there are walkthroughs of those which are going to be uploaded to YouTube, to PlayStation YouTube channel, Facebook, and also PlayStation.com. So I'll be checking those out on the YouTube channel. Subscribe to that, which is excellent. Nah, I've forgotten it. Damn, that bloody Killzone. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Then they had the new prototype demo from Quantic Dream, which they always try and do that, which is really cool. It was a really funny one as well. It was really good. It basically, the old man demo they showed in February, it was a fully fleshed demo with that, and he was an actor in a game, and it's just really good. You need to watch that. The animation, my God, it looks so realistic. I mean, the photorealism they're going for now is really impressive. But they really are starting to look like humans. It's kind of freaky, but yeah, that's really cool. And anything Quantic Dream do, I love. So yeah, that was awesome. They called it Dark Sorcerer, but it is just a tech demo. It's not a game, as far as I'm aware. But then you never know. Maybe it might become one in the future. Who knows? Then they showed a load of indie titles. I didn't write them all down because there were quite a lot. One of them was called Transistor. There was a HD version of Oddworld, the original Oddworld's coming out, and there was several other indie titles. They're really back in the indies games, which is great. There's so much content, it's ridiculous. Right, then they announced Diablo 3, which they've mentioned before back in February. Final Fantasy game, which I got confused because they showed it on the screen. It looked like 13, and then said it was 15. So I don't know where they are on Final Fantasy because I don't play the games. Next one was really interesting, not for me because I'm not interested in the title, but it just made me smile because it was Kingdom Hearts 3, and I know that like the Kingdom Hearts fans have been dying to get that game. I mean, there's been like people are constantly asking people in the media, is this game in development? Is it ever coming? And they confirmed its date is actually in development. So for all you Kingdom Hearts fans, there you go, your game's coming. Then they showed a really nice gameplay of Assassin's Creed 4, which was brilliant because, as I said in the Ubisoft press conference, they didn't do any gameplay; it was just CG trailers. It looked absolutely stunning, really beautiful environments, very impressive. It looked like every other Assassin's Creed game in terms of the actual gameplay, but graphically gorgeous. Then they showed another Watch Dogs demo, which looked absolutely fantastic. I was really impressed with that. That game gets better every time I see it. I'm really looking forward to playing that. Can't wait. And they announced that if you get Watch Dogs on the PlayStation 4, you'll get an exclusive extra 1 hour gameplay as well, which is nice. Can't argue with that. Then they showed NBA 2K14. LeBron James came out and did a little video with a digital version of himself, which looked absolutely brilliant. I'd like to see some in-game, but then basketball games, they always look fantastic no matter what. All sports titles look great on consoles. Then they announced they've got Elder Scrolls Online coming in spring 2004, so all you Elder Scrolls fans, that's another one for you guys. Don't know if that's going to be exclusive or it's going to be a timed exclusive or what the situation. I'm assuming that's probably going to be on Xbox as well. Who knows? Wait and see. Apparently the online beta for Elder Scrolls is going to be first on PS4, so that was nice to see them do that because that's usually what something Microsoft would do, so that's great. Then they had a trailer for a Mad Max game, which I thought was interesting that they would do a Mad Max game. I mean, Mad Max, those films are really old now, and I love those films, so I'm really intrigued to see what they're going to do in terms of gameplay. Is it going to be open world? I assume it probably would be. It could be linear, but I would assume it would be an open world title, so yeah, Mad Max, brilliant. That's going to be awesome. Then this is where it got really, really interesting, and this is where I think a lot of people are going to be very happy. First of all, they said there's 140 games in development worldwide for PlayStation 4. That's exclusives and cross-platform. Brilliant. That's really good. Now, this next bit, I stand by everything I've said about Xbox. I am going to buy an Xbox One. The restrictions don't really bother me personally. I know they bother a lot of people, and that's fine. For all of those people that are pissed off with Microsoft, Sony are going to really make you happy if you haven't watched the press conference. Go and watch it, it's fantastic. Jack basically put a finger up behind him on the screen. There are no restrictions at all on PS4. You do not need to be online to play your games. You can they literally put it up on the screen to make it clear that when you buy your disc-based game, you can buy that game, you can lend it to a friend, you can trade it in, or you can keep it forever. There are no restrictions at all. You do not need to check in online every 24 hours like Microsoft, and the game will not stop working if you don't check in. So that's really good. So basically, everything that Microsoft doing, Sony aren't. So yeah, if that's something that's really been pissing you off, then there you go, buy a PlayStation 4. What was next? Oh yeah, PlayStation Plus users. For anyone who has a PlayStation Plus membership, or if you join PlayStation Plus tomorrow, your account will be carried over from your PS3 and your Vita onto your PS4. So that's going to be all sorted out, which is brilliant. Then they showed a really good demo of Destiny from Bungie. Not a game I've really been that interested in, to be quite honest. It really didn't really interest me in the slightest. And I've seen the demo now, and yeah, it's beautiful, but it's another Bungie first-person shooter. It didn't really make me go wow. It just looks really nice. Yeah, it's just another first-person shooter. I'm not that fussed. Yeah, there you go. So I'm not that bothered about that one. I'll pass on that one. Then came the best bit of all, the price. I'm really happy with this because basically I was thinking that after the PlayStation 3 being £425 at launch, they had a lot of grief, and as I said in the Microsoft video earlier, at the time I didn't think £425 was unreasonable due to the fact that you had a Blu-ray player in the machine. However, I didn't expect them to hit the price point they have here, because I thought they were going to go, probably more than likely going to go for 400 quid, but I did think they would try and avoid it because they don't want accusations of a high price again. Well, they've absolutely nailed it. Basically, the price is going to be £349, $399 or €399. Brilliant. What can you say? They're basically giving the finger to Microsoft today in a big way. And it's like the old console wars are back on again, which is great. I love it. Really brilliant. So yeah, Ninja Bear Hug asked me earlier before the Sony conference in the Microsoft comments, I think it was. It might have been the EA comments, I don't know. But anyway, Ninja Bear Hug asked me which one am I buying, or am I buying them both and saving up for them now? Well, I am going to buy both consoles, and I was going to buy both of them this year. Now it's really interesting because before February, I had already decided I was going to buy a PlayStation 4 before they even announced it, because the PlayStation 3 is my console of choice this generation. I've really enjoyed the console, love it to bits, so I'm ready to jump on board with the PS4. The Xbox conference, when that came around, then made me really impressed with the Xbox and made me want an Xbox One. And up until that point, I had no interest in buying an Xbox One at all, or the new Xbox, so I didn't know what it was called. After seeing all the press conferences today, I have basically cancelled my order for the Xbox One. I will buy one, but not until next year. I'm going to get a PS4 on launch. I've got my order in already. I'm keeping my order. Yeah, I'm buying a PS4 on launch. Can't wait to get it. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. And I'll pick up an Xbox next year. I really want to play those games that I was talking about earlier, like Rise, for instance, and Dead Rising 3. There are games I want to play on the Xbox One, so I will buy the machine. And, you know, as I say, the restrictions don't bother me personally. It will be interesting now to see if Microsoft do actually bother to clarify the actual situation with all of the restrictions that are rumoured to be on Xbox and what the situation. And I know people are going to now jump on me now because I've just said the word rumoured, and they'll say, oh, well, actually, so-and-so said this and so-and-so said that. But I haven't seen Microsoft come out on stage and categorically say, black and white, 100%, this is where we stand. They need to do that and get it out of the way and done with. They should have done it today, but they didn't, because they're bloody useless. But, you know, if all the restrictions are true and all of the things that are coming around about Microsoft are true, maybe after seeing what Sony are doing, they will change their mind. They may go back on some of it. I don't really think they will, because it's Microsoft, but they might surprise you. You never know. But what I will say is, it's simple as this. If you are annoyed by the Xbox One, there seems to be a hell of a lot of people that are annoyed by the Xbox One, don't be annoyed by the Xbox One and then buy the bloody thing when it comes out. Do the sensible thing. Go and buy a PlayStation 4. It's a lot cheaper than the Xbox One anyway now, and you've got no restrictions, so it's the perfect console for yourself. So that's what I would do. I'd vote with your wallets. If you truly, a lot of people say boycott the Xbox One, but I don't honestly believe enough people will do it to make Microsoft understand why people are pissed off. I think a lot of people will still just buy the system anyway. So, you know, if you do truly believe that the Xbox One is crap, then don't buy it, boycott it, buy a PS4, you'll be a lot happier. Yeah, PlayStation Nation, man, they really know how to look after their fans. Sony are awesome. I'm not a fanboy, but you know, I'm pretty close, because Sony are a bloody fantastic company. Anyway guys, I'm off to bed because I'm knackered, so thank you for watching. I'll see you all again shortly.